I saw the end result of that is once you're in it, never get out.
I'm curious, Roger, what's been your biggest frustration as it pertains to maybe capital gains tax deferral options and or the 1031 exchange?
Well, most of what I do, Brett, is short-term ownership. So I don't get to take advantage of capital gains. And, I watched my dad and helped my dad go through 1031 exchanges. And I saw the end result of that is once you're in it, never get out. So that's my simplistic conclusion. Bigger brain like yours got all this figured out. But on my investing activity, mostly it's short-term ownership, and then we're out of the property. So it's ordinary income to me.
Yep. No, I hear you. And by the way, in case you're wondering, you're in a situation where you have $1 million net proceeds, $1 million gain, and a short period of time, which is classified as less than 1 year. That's considered short-term capital gains tax, or really it's ordinary income tax, versus long-term treatment, which is a year or more of holding. 1031 exchange only qualifies for long-term, whereas the deferred sales trust, which is amazing, it goes for short-term or long-term. Okay. Also works for businesses, crypto. Now it needs to be big enough. Primary homes, of course, commercial real estate needs to be big enough. $1 million gain, $1 million net proceed. But if you're having that challenge, you can go to capitalgainstaxsolutions.com to learn more about how to defer capital gains tax or ordinary income tax on short-term holds. That being said,
what's that website?
Yeah. Oh, capitalgainstaxsolutions.com. Capital Gains.
Oh, that's your website. Yeah. Capital Gains Tax Solutions.
That wasn't a commercial for someone else. That is for what we do here at Capital Gains Tax Solutions. Thank you, Roger, for throwing that out.
Yeah. I didn't know that you could do that because I may need to talk to you about that.
Happy to talk to you. Yeah.
My own CPA told me it doesn't matter if I've held the house a year. If my intent when I bought it was to flip it, it's still short, ordinary income.
Yeah, it could be the dealer status, right? And we have a way around that. But we just found that it needs to be big enough. So some of the flips, if the gains are too small, if you're doing so many of them, so a per transaction basis. So we can do it. Like we just did a $29 million deal in Texas. He actually tied it up for 24 and sold it really quickly for 29. Right. And then, so that was obviously short term, but he was able to put that difference into the DST. So,
okay.
Yeah. Stuff to think about, right?
You and I need to have a conversation about this next week.
Sounds good.